everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Young Kwanku has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today. I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
This is Irving on second. All right, shorter marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's two on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Again, it's Tagovailoa on the keeper. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain. Offense to the line, second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Tua off the play fake. Running right side. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that fake.
Tagovailoa's hits, the ball is out. The Falcons bring it in. The 30. The 10. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Falcons parlay the turnover into a lead. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
And I played for coaches, and when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Irving on the counter. Finds room to the 30. And he's all the way up to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Hey, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
Going to the ground again on first. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. So first down from the 41.
Ready.
Tight end in motion left. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Buccaneers.
Motioning right is Egbuka. motion man. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Ready.
Irby will not score. The defense holds and stops him short that goal line. It's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal. At the Falcons, 1 yard.
There's another for Irby. And he's not going to be denied a second time. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Well-headed Falcons for their first possession. Driven out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what do they look like.
Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Q is up and good. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14.
Q all lined up and ready to put this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
All right, come on.
2 and out from the gun. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
43-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the give to Irby. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
Second and 10. At the 37.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
A gain of 2.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he just get the play off. And they're able to take him down, and that sack is how we're going to end our first quarter of play. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That run right there, that kind of feels like you missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, it keeps that defense guessing.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Another carry for Robinson. This winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
19, 18, 65.
This time it's a passing play. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Score momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. Back to Pitts it goes. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now, and goal to go.
Here we go. Check the Eagles. Trap 50. Steady.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Buccaneers 7.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10.
Once again, Irving. And he manages to find a little traction on that surge field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
With Irving again on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for third down.
Get safe. Go ahead.
To the air on third and long. Escapes the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Begins his return at the 16. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
Sanders back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
He's got it deep downfield. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defensive call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately, the Jimmies and Joes, in double coverage of that tight end, couldn't get it done.
Throw is there for Dizzy on Sanders. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down. They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Takes him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the 2nd half. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Brings it in at the 13. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. The Falcons and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he's been having the kind of start he prepared for all offseason. And it's good enough to be top 5 in passing yards league-wide. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send it back to the line for 2nd. From the gun, it's Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. A
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out.
Inside the 20. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Cool on now for the extra point. Got a good play at the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. Cool all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Hits him on the in route. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Here's Tua. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
18!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now the Buccaneers bringing out their field goal team. This one from 42 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st and 10, out under Robinson. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This one is also going to be incomplete. Knocked away again, and they're left looking at 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Sanders going to throw on 4. That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of
Let's go.
Now Sanders.
First down.
The left side is caught by Pitts. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Second and 10.
Going again here, Sanders. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. All right, so we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the victory here. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First call here coming from the shotgun. We give to Irving to stop his drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
2 and out from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards, so in that way their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck him at the line. No gain. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10.
He'll pass it this time. Catch made left side by Ibuka. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Putting the tight end in motion. Tagovailoa on first down. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
That's another Buccaneers
right here.
first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Offense in a hurry up here.
Number 7, Bucky Irving. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. It's in or no. They dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Rob. Does force a fourth down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Godwin, the man in motion left. Desperation time here on fourth. It's complete. This is Ibuka. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it an 11-point ball game.
Buccaneers 17.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Falcons cover on the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. It would help set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for them, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Now he takes it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
First down. Here's Tua. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And now it's second down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 5 on the play. It's 3rd and 15.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. He's trying to push the field. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Fourth down.
Desperation time here. He's looking deep once again. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Falcons ready for their next possession. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Falcons moments away from their 4th win of the year. All set now, 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They're going to pass it here. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Robinson can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Once more, it's Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third total score in this game. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa back to throw. Oh, they drag the lateral. It's live ball. And this is going to be Falcons football. This one intended for the running back. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this hasn't been a common sign out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away. Now it sets up third down. Throw here, third down. That one complete to Pitts. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Falcon first down. Hand off now to Robinson. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. So the Falcons